Hello, how you doing? It's Ricky Neal and Joan Charles again next week. This has now been our fourth week, Joan. Can you believe that?
I know it. I was thinking the other night, oh my God, I thought this was a wee one off.
Tell me about it. I know, because it was only meant to be like the one off 4 weeks ago when we first started lockdown, and loads of people have been enjoying it. I think the first couple of weeks we had like nearly 2,000 viewers. Then it's just been gradually going up and up and up. So, but tonight we're going to try something totally different because I think last week what you said was I really need to see people's reactions and I need to see
Yeah,
what they're saying, that kind of thing. And sometimes like people will put their name up during the day, but then they don't actually watch a show like live and they'll watch it later on. So we can't get any feedback.
I know, I know. It's better
So
if you've got that kind of one-to-one, isn't it? Well, for me it is anyway. Although it doesn't really matter, but it's nicer for everybody to watch, I think.
that's it. And just for everybody that's watching, Joan doesn't actually know who I've picked to come on.
No pressure.
Because Joan knows I'm still about maybe 70% believer in this. It's going up a wee bit this week.
You say to me 80%, you're going at
It was 80% last week. I think I had a few Budweisers last week. Nah, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. So no, I'm only kidding. I just thought people would probably say, "Oh, John knows who's coming on. She can check their Facebook." But John doesn't know anybody that's coming on. So it'll be a total
And I need
surprise.
to say, just you pick us and let us know day until we go on, because I think that way it's more spontaneous, so that's good.
That's it. So I've got about 5 guests coming on, but whether or not they actually get on because of technical difficulties or anything, but we'll see. But I think just now we can maybe just have a wee chat about the tarot cards, and
Yeah, uh-huh.
we can, because a lot of people don't know certain things about it. How many, for instance, how many cards are actually in a deck of tarot cards?
So there are 78 cards in a tarot deck. 22 of those are what we call major cards, and they're more important because they talk about things like your main life events and things. The court cards are 16 court cards, and they're about people in and around you, parts of your personality, or even maybe connected to a situation. And then there's the minor cards, and that's like the everyday bits and pieces. We've got 4 suits. We've got wands, which are to do with work and career and the creative spark. We've got pentacles, which are to do with material, like your kind of stability, security, and finances. Then we've got cups, which are to do with love, romance, emotions, intuition, and the dreaming, like daydreamy folk. And we have swords, who are very straight to the point, and kind of troubleshooters, and it's all about the mind and intellect.
Right, nice. Have you got a favourite card?
My favourite card is a star, which is for the star sign of Aquarius, which is my star sign, but I just love
mine as well.
Oh, is it yours as well?
Yeah, I'm Aquarius as well, aye.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I butt in there. So what does it mean then?
So the star is, well, I was going to say Aquarians, we're out to save the world and it's no happening. But the star is, well, it's the star of hope. So if, for instance, you'd had a difficult or a kind of bad time and you got the star, it's like, oh my God, this is absolutely fantastic because, things are on the up. Sailors used to plot their course by the stars for your destiny. And it's all about ambition, aspiration, and it's the star sign for Aquarius in the month of February predominantly.
Nice. And you're writing a new book as well, aren't you? I'm going to plug. I've actually just seen one of our first guests who just came on, but we'll talk a wee bit about your book first as well.
Okay, so this new book I've been going to write for ages, and it's about kind of games that maybe we used to play, but how you can adapt them for if you're a parent of an intuitive child, to help them tap into their intuition, but the parent and the child can learn together. And so basically it's fun, non-intrusive, and it's just kind of, as I say, it's been sitting there for a long time, and now it's about to be born.
Right. So when do you think you're going to release it then?
So I've got some bits to add to that, which you have helped me with, and I'll get that sorted, if not tonight, tomorrow. I just want to go over it once more. We've got a fabulous cover from
I've seen it.
from Gavin, which is amazing. And so I would say this week, I'll put it onto get it done and put it onto Amazon, and I'll order a few copies. I'm excited. I was laughing. My granddaughter came in the night and she says, "What you been up to?" And I said, "Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that." And I says, "A bit bored." And she went, "Oh, can I just write a book?"
Funny, I've done it.
I says, "I just have." And she went, "Oh, I'll write another one." It's like, I just write a book.
Right. In fact, I've got 2 guests just come on now, so we'll actually just go in, because I've got a wee kind of time scale here, right?
Aye.
So the first one, and I don't know this person, so we'll just go straight on. And it's actually Rena Smith, so I'll bring her in.
Oh, my class.
Hello.
Hi, Rena, can you hear us okay?
I can, yeah.
How are you, Mrs. with your big earphones on?
I know, that's what the wind came in and gave me.
Oh.
Because I gave them a row for the other night.
Put it on mute. And somebody said that to me about, just because I was talking, they said put a mute thing on. So, Rena, what would you like to look at? Anything in particular?
No, I'll leave it up to you. You know me well enough.
Well, I only know you through the class. I don't know your personal life. But
yes, that's right.
I'm just going to jump out the room, so it's just the 2 of you on the screen now, all right? So you'll just be used to.
Aye. I thought you were joking. Now, wait to see. So I'll show you the cards, Rena, and then I'll talk you through them. So you have got the 6 of Wands. Right. You've got the 7 of Swords reversed. You've got the Page of Cups reversed, the Hierophant reversed, and the 4 of Pentacles reversed. Interestingly, they're all reversed. So what does that mean? Well, predominantly it means that there are things not yet come to the fore. Now, with the 6 of Wands, I feel as if that it's as if you want to do lots of things, and it's the time and the confidence to get round to doing them that kind of keeps you back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And I feel sometimes with the 7 of Swords, if you see that card there, it's almost like there's a lot of past issues, Rena, and I'm not going to get into any personal on here, but there's a lot of past issues here that kind of hold you back and have got in the way. So I feel as if that restricts how you think about things for going forward. And for me, it looks like barriers and restrictions. But the good thing about the night with the 7 of Swords is it's a kind of no more Mrs. Nice Woman. It's time to go, that's it, forget it, don't get in my way. And do what you want to do. So the next card is the Page of Cups. Now, I know you've got a son, so that's fine. But is he quite an intuitive boy, Rena?
What do you mean?
So is he tuned in? Does he come out with things you go, oh, imagine you saying that? Do you know what I mean? And is he quite...
No, he's very, sometimes I think he's adult. See, with his autism, he knows so much. He's so clever.
Because this is like a child that's been here before. It's like an old soul.
Aye, well, he's dead old in the head.
So
he even knows things that even his teacher, he got his teacher, they're doing a history thing, and the teacher said whatever the answer was, and he corrected her, and it turned out that he was right. So he's
amazing. I bet she was all chuffed with that.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But the thing about so this is a very intuitive child. Might be young, but they're older in their mind and their mentality and the things that they come out with. And it's very much about being tuned in, but quite sensitive as well, Rena.
Yeah, very sensitive.
It's like take things to heart and worry about things and the emotions. The Hierophant is kind of like learning. And again, that's almost like, again, I think there's lots of things, but I kind of almost want to get you out. Well, I know we're in lockdown, but do you know what I mean? It's like physically get you out to places to do things.
Yeah.
But there are barriers, and it's like, oh my God, what about this and what about that? And also finances. And I think everybody now is just thinking about, trying to keep their head above water, keep a bit of stability and security round about. So your cards are almost work in progress. These are the things you want to do, but here's what's holding it back. But you can overcome that by just when we get back into, being able to go it properly, looking at what you want to do, getting out and doing some things, because I think you've got a really good mind, but you've not had the opportunity to use it and do the things you want.
Yeah, that's definitely true. We've looking after my mum for years, and then obviously looking after James, and like my bigger boy, he's type 1 diabetic. He's 31. So I've always had to stop like my nursing and everything that I wanted to do, like the army and stuff. I had to stop it all to care for everybody else.
Well, now I think now it's your turn, and I think using this time to think, what do I want, and see when we get back out into the world, going and doing whatever it is that you want to do. I think that you've kind of put your life on hold, but now I think it's time to readdress that and see what you can do for you.
Yeah, that sounds brilliant.
Rena, do you think you want to get back into your nursing then?
No, I couldn't get back to that because of my arthritis and stuff, and I've got bad sciatica. So, but I kind of thinking about like Reiki, and I'm working with Joan doing some cards now. So I'm kind of want to go that type of thing now.
It's funny you said that, because me and Joan were actually talking about Reiki just before you came on, because years ago, like where I used to work, or I still work there, but every month we would get like a wee massage or we'd get Reiki, and I actually tried Reiki, and I found it like very strange, because they don't actually ever touch your body.
That's right.
You know, and it's crazy, because I was saying at 1 minute I thought she was still up at my head because I could feel the heat. The next minute she pinged my toes, and I was like, oh my God, it was a total weird inspiration, you know, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But so thank you very much, Rena. I hope that all makes sense.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank
you. See you soon.
Thank you.
See you soon. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
She was nice.
She's lovely, aye.
Oh, do you know Brian Matthews?
Oh, you're kidding me on.
he's well, I don't think he's coming on, but me and Brian go way back.
He's great.
Well, when Glow first started, it was myself and a couple of the ones in Reflex Blue that were actually kind of done the producing of it. And so Brian's such a nice guy, and it was funny because when he was doing Glow, he was trying to act like the bad guy, but it was just because he was trying to stuff things up. But he's actually one of the nicest guys you ever meet. So he is. So he's saying Joan is great, a lovely and very talented woman. So
it's dead funny. It's dead.
Next up, we've actually got Chloe Robertson, so I'll just bring her in right now, okay? Hi, Chloe, how are you doing?
Hi, good, how are you?
I'm good. You nervous?
A wee bit, yeah.
Hi. Joan, do you remember last week we were talking about clackers and knackers?
Oh, I know.
This is Lorraine's daughter.
Do you know what my mum said? I wonder if you will bring that up as well. I told her when she came back to work and she was howling.
Chloe, is there any particular you want to look at, darling?
No, just
see what comes up.
Do your thing, yeah.
Have you ever had a reading before, Chloe?
I've had one at like my teacher done it at a charity kind of thing once, and I loved it. It was really cool. So when my mum said that there, I was like, oh my God, what have we done?
We'll jump it in and just put both of you on, all right?
So Chloe, you have got the Fool, but it's reversed. Okay.
Okay.
You've got the Moon.
Okay.
You have got the Page of Swords. You have got the Six of Wands reversed. Yeah, I thought I can hear something. And you've got the Page of Wands reversed. Excuse me. So again, a wee bit, can I just say that probably everybody's life is obviously on hold, and we're all kind of playing a waiting game. So for me, Chloe, the Fool's a great card because it's about you want to get out, you want to do things, you want to get into the world. And I don't know if you want to travel, Chloe, but I do feel as if travel's very important for you going forward. I have to say, I think now there's lots of sides to everybody. One of your sides is you're very deep. You keep a lot to yourself. And the other side is you blow a gasket and it's like, you know, so you're either down there or up there, one or the other. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's really true.
And I think that you overthink things. You know, it's like your mind goes 100 miles an hour. I want to talk dead fast when I'm speaking to you, and I think it's as if you must be like, and you must talk with your hands as well, because I feel as if my hands are all going as well. So are you expressionable?
Yeah.
Are you child friendly, and would you like to do something where children are concerned?
Yeah, I actually love children. I've got 3 little younger sisters, so and I've got a lot of like younger little cousins and stuff. So yeah, I wanted to do teaching for a while, but I'm not. I'm wanting to do something else now.
Aye, because I feel as if there's children round about, you're child friendly. I think you're really good with kids. And see, one of your siblings, one of your sisters, are they a bit of miles an hour? Does your nut in, and like you're like, oh, for God's sake, whooshed. You know?
Yeah, my wee sister Sophia's.
Oh my God. And it's a bit of a riot, isn't it? Your house must have been at times. But she wants to rule the house. Do you know that way?
Yeah.
And she's Gabby, and she's very much, she's hilarious actually. And
yes.
And see another one, they're kind of deeper, but my God, when they blow, they blow.
Yeah, that would be very tough.
Very explosive. And then one just gets on with it. No bother. Just gets on. It's fine. So that
I'll
makes
be the baby.
Now, the fact that the moon is there as well, I would also say that, I don't know, do you have kind of disturbed sleep, like kind of crazy mental dreams?
Yeah.
And a bit kind of, if I say worrying for you at times, but you know it's only a dream. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand? Because I feel your dream state is not a settled state. I feel as if that your mind during the day is so active that through the night you're like going 100 miles an hour. So that's why your subconscious is throwing up all of this stuff, basically. But I feel travel's very big for you. I feel learning and study and development big. I don't know if you want to go to Australia and America, the 2 countries with an A.
Yeah. I want to go. I'd quite like to go to America. I was actually going to go to America this year, but I didn't go because like the corona and stuff. So, but yeah.
And what about Australia?
I do like I would quite like to go to Australia, but I don't really like spiders and stuff. So I wouldn't go because I can't do all that nature stuff.
You get spiders in America too, Hen. I have to tell you that. In fact, I was on a Skype to a professor that I know who does also does tarot, and he was telling me this. He says I was reading for somebody. He says, and I thought I seen something at the corner of my eye. I thought it's nonsense. He says, and the next thing I said to the guy, you'll need to wait for a minute. He says there was this big, huge black widow spider. He says, oh my God. And I went, oh my God, I couldn't cope with that.
I would have cried. I don't know. Can't be doing that.
Your cards are good, but it's just saying, don't overthink things. Just give yourself a wee bit of kind of, just let it go. Things will be okay for you.
Yeah, I think I'm quite a big worrier. Like my mum always has to tell me to calm down because I always think of the worst situation.
But why don't you think of the best situation? And then if that doesn't, at least you've not put yourself in a panic until you get there.
Yeah.
Would you want to work as now then, Chloe?
Good nerves, mine are bad nerves. I work not very good when it comes to stuff.
Chloe, what you want to work as now? You said you don't want to be a teacher anymore. What are you thinking? What, can you hear me? No.
Yeah.
Aye, I'm saying, what do you want to work as now?
So you don't want to be a teacher, but what do you want to work as? Ricky's asking.
Sorry, I can't hear.
Can you hear me?
I want to be an actress. I'm going to college and university to do acting. So, yeah.
Nice.
No, a drama queen.
I think I can be.
Well, that's good. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome, Hen. Listen, enjoy the rest of your night.
I know, thank you so much for this.
Oh,
right.
See
you later, pal.
Will
I just press leave?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, pal. She was nice, wasn't she?
She was lovely.
Right, let's see who we've got now. Oh, Heather Johnson. Hi, Heather.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi. I'm okay, you?
Good. Still recovering from Friday, but I'm good.
Cider.
Aye, that one bottle of cider just tipped me over the edge.
That's what happened, isn't it?
So, do you know each other?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, okay. Don't tell me. That's okay.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
No.
But I'll just leave the room again.
So Heather, have you had a reading before, darling?
No, for a long time.
Okay. Any particular you want to look at, or
No, not really.
just see what comes up?
Yeah.
4, 5. Okay. So you have got the King of Wands. You've got the 9 of Wands. You have got the 9 of Cups. You've got the 9, 3 nines of Swords reversed. Excuse me. You get 2 of Pentacles. So Heather, I know we're obviously in lockdown again. So let's state the obvious. But see, before all of this, was there a problem where a job or a work situation was concerned? And if not for you, kind of round about you, do you understand?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, yeah.
And does it make sense?
It does, aye.
Because it feels, see the 9 of Wands, I don't like that. Well, it's almost like you hit the wall, okay? And it feels like it was like, oh, for God's sake. And if I show you the 9 of Swords again, which is that way, I would say it's created a lot of emotional distress.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so I think you've been trying to, or whoever's been trying to work their way through that, do you know? But it's not been an easy kind of way to get through. And I would say that's still very strong roundabout. So I don't know if it's still not resolved yet, or the person or yourself's not got over that yet, but it just feels, I actually feel a bit sick in my stomach with it. It's as if it was like, this was wrong. This was really totally not right. And I feel angry. Do you know that way?
Yeah.
So I think that this has yet to be resolved and put in a place or sorted out. The nice thing is you get the 9 of Cups here, and the 9 of Cups is a wish come true.
Ah.
Which is nice. And then you have a 2 of Pentacles. So for me, this is saying that although it's not resolved, I think there is a solution here, and that there's going to be some balance. But I'll tell you what, you've got to fight tooth and nail to get this, because it's not coming without, it's like somebody's got to stand up for themselves and really go like that. Right, I've had enough and I'm not putting up with that. So that's pretty strong. The other thing I want to say is there a special occasion coming up? So this is what month are we in? April. Excuse me. So there's something about, I was going to say a gathering, but we can't do the gathering unless it's a virtual gathering. So I don't know if there's something about like some kind of special birthday or an occasion or something. If you're not sure about it, there's something to come. And it's quite nice, so that's lovely. And a wee bit more balance with finances as well. But see, the work thing, I don't like that at all. I think it's been a difficult situation to manoeuvre, you know, to get through. And I think you just have to stand your ground. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Right. Do you want to elaborate, or you don't have to elaborate?
No, it's just something's been happening at work, and yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah. Don't let anybody kind of browbeat you or boss or kind of manipulate or any of that. Right?
Yeah.
Just be like, you know, at the end of the day, you don't get paid enough for that.
That's true.
So just stand up for yourself and stand your ground. But some nice things to come. Okay.
Good stuff. Yep.
That's good. How's everybody else? Yeah, they're okay?
Aye, they're all right. I've been stuck
Aye.
in the room. They've stuck me in the room so as I could get peace.
That's good. Well, thanks for coming on, Heather. Okay.
Thank you.
Very
See
much.
you later, pal.
Bye bye.
That's good, eh?
Bye.
I know. That's one that you can see she was wanting to tell you the full story, but then I think she's remembering she's on air.
That's why I said you don't have to, because there's certain things that you should say and certain things that you shouldn't. So quite right too. As long as it makes sense, that's the most important thing.
No, that was good. Right, next up, we've actually got Andrew McNeely. How you doing, Andrew?
I'm fine. Yourself, Ricky?
I'm good. I'm loving the blue beard, big man.
Cheers, thanks very much, buddy.
You look like a rocker.
I wish I was.
Andrew, have you had a reading before?
Sorry?
Have you had a reading before?
Many years ago.
Okay. So is there anything particular you want me to look at, or?
Just my wife and I's health future.
Now, I'm not a doctor, but I'll give you a sense of it, but I'm not a I don't carry a prescription pad. So, wait, you see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know the first thing I wanted to say to you was, are you quite an intuitive guy? Do you have a good sense of things? And, you've got a good gut feeling if something doesn't feel right?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, because it feels like you have that kind of sense about it. That's what it feels like. You've got the King of Pentacles reversed. You've got the 4 of Cups. You've got the 10 of Swords. You have got the Knight of Wands. And you have got the Ace of Wands. So if these are... What's that noise? I don't know what that is. So if these are health cards, what I would just say is you hold it and dod it, the two of you. I feel as if you're trying to kind of support one another, basically.
Yeah.
But Andrew, was there I'm trying to phrase this in the right way. Was there a real tough health period?
Sorry?
Was there a very tough health phase?
Yes,
Because it feels as the Ten of Swords reversed is kind of quite a difficult card when it comes to health. Having said that, it's reversed, so I feel as if from then you've come by that. You understand? But it's as if the two of you are still being looked after. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel that as your partner, do you worry about her more?
Yes, I do.
Because it's no harm, and I'm not saying you're not important, but I feel round about her. The cards are more related to her and where she's at. Also, I feel, it's as if, I don't know if she has quite tough days where she can't really do a lot and her energy levels are pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah. And does something flare up every so often? Do you know, I'm sorry, I'm not medical, so I was trying to explain it in my language.
No, I understand what you mean. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because it feels as if there's something that flares up every so often. And when it hits, it really hits hard. So it kind of knocks her for 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, don't get me wrong, I feel as if your health as well. But round about her seems to be, she needs a wee bit more TLC, a wee bit more care and attention. I feel you just try and get on with things and try and do the best you can. But both of you, I think, both of your healths is, how will I say, it's a struggle. It's a bit of a struggle. You with me?
Yeah.
But you're doing the best that you can. Now, see, does it affect mobility as well, Andrew?
Yeah.
Because I feel mobility is affected. Having said that, going forward, when you've got the Ace of Wands, and although it's reversed, I would have to say that going forward in the next year, April to April, I feel as if I don't know if they change medication or try something new, but I feel as if there's something new coming in or something new being offered, and that feels pretty positive.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's yeah, everything.
Yeah. The other thing coming in here is finances, and I don't know. Again, it's like, don't get me wrong, money's not your god, but finances need to get a wee bit more in a balanced structure, because it feels as if that, I don't know if you're readdressing the finances and trying to bring them back into a wee bit of a kind of balance. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. But that's easier said than done, especially now at this minute in time. But so going forward, I think TLC, making sure that things are okay, and just supporting one another the way you have done.
Yep.
Okay.
Aye, Joan, like Andrew and Sharon, they've actually been doing, like, every week they've set up a community group on Facebook, and they've been doing things like quizzes and
Oh, that's good.
karaoke on Zoom and all that, and also the quiz. What else is bingo as well? Haven't you been doing bingo?
Bingo, yeah. Sharon's actually downstairs doing a movie themed quiz now.
Oh, good.
It's the music to movies. So
Oh,
Right.
fantastic.
She'll be needing a teammate then. Yeah.
yeah. Well, she's actually hosting the quiz. So
All right. Good.
but yeah,
Good.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Both my wife and I suffer from cancer,
Oh,
and I've started new chemo treatment for Sharon at the moment.
Wow.
well, listen, keep doing that positivity.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew, I didn't realise you were going through cancer as well just now. I thought it was just Sharon. So
No, I'm going to be on chemo for life. I had really
Aye.
aggressive cancer a couple of years ago. So
And that's where that Ten of Swords comes in as well. You know, it's like a really, really bad or a tough phase.
Yeah.
Trying to put it over. But, you know, you're doing well. And I also think that, you know, the mind state and is about adopting a positive attitude, isn't it? Because I think things change more with positivity, isn't it?
yeah, definitely. You got it right. I'm stronger than Sharon is about it. I do tend to try and just go on with it, where Sharon tends to dwell on it more.
Oh, that's a shame. God bless. I'll send you healing.
Thank you very much. That's greatly appreciated.
I will do. Yes.
Right. Take care, Andrew. Okay, nice talking to you.
You have a nice night, guys. Stay safe.
You too. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What saw
Nice
that
guy.
noise in the back?
That's what happens, see, when sometimes if you're using your phone and you've not
Oh,
got headphones, it's a bit. So that's why I kept on like muting them every so often. So I wasn't muting you, Andrew, because I didn't want to hear you. It was just because of the noise the microphone was making. So there's loads of people like just asking if they can join in. So I don't know some of these people that are coming in now. So
All right.
right. So next up, we've actually got Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
How are you doing? How are you?
I can't hear the other man.
Well, you can't hear me.
Oh,
That's strange.
the man. Sorry.
The man.
He's saying, how are you?
Good, thanks. You?
Yes, I'm good. Ricky's good.
I'll just jump
I
out, all
can't
right?
hear the man at all.
Have you had a reading before, Stephanie?
Yeah, good couple of years ago.
Okay. Anything in particular?
No, just
No.
general.
Okay. Did you have a nice day?
Yeah, excuse the hair.
Oh,
Yes,
look
it
at him.
is.
I don't think anybody's caring about anything. People are doing stuff with their jammies on and nobody's.
Oh, yeah.
So, what have we got here? We have got the King of Pentacles reversed,
Yeah,
the Three of Swords reversed,
yeah.
Eight of Cups,
Oh, wow.
Page of Cups reversed, and the Ten of Pentacles.
Oh,
Well, that's good because that means that finances are getting better, are going to be in a better place than they have been.
oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's a brilliant card of security, stability, and just, you know, making sure that all whatever's coming in pays all the bills and everything with a wee bit extra. So that's a nice card.
Yeah.
Sharon, was there a loss of a gentleman, the spirit?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And was it, can I just say, was it sudden?
Yeah.
Because I feel as if there's a loss of a gentleman to spirit. I feel it was sudden. And I feel although he's passed, it's not, it's still very emotional round about you. You understand?
Very.
Yeah. And I have to say, please don't take this the wrong way, but I feel as if he's laughing and carrying on. And he's got a good sense of humour as he's coming in.
He did.
And so I'm going to start talking fast now, but he's saying that's what you need, a right good laugh. Because he's saying you need to pick up the bum. You've been a bit flat, you understand?
Yeah.
And he's just saying, you know something, there's loads of things that you could, I hate the saying, you could always be worse, or there's somebody worse than you. I hate that. But he's saying,
No, yeah, I
Yeah,
understand that.
you know, but he's lovely, and I feel it's funny because it's as if he was coming in and give you a right good bear hug, you know, that way, and
Yeah,
you know, and you would know it would be him. Okay.
yeah,
Now, for some reason, he's shown me a St. Christopher. Now, a St. Christopher, do you understand? Now, St. Christopher is a patron saint of travel, so I don't know if he had one or somebody, but it's very clear
yeah,
to make sense.
yeah, yeah,
You understand? And
Yeah.
he's saying that sometimes you kind of are quite deep and it takes you a long time to kind of lift your spirits.
yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you're right to say she's either up or she's down. Right? And at the moment, you're a wee bit flat. We're just saying, you know, you need a laugh and a carry on, maybe win a Ricky's present. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
As well. Okay, hang on a wee second. Do you have a wee boy?
No,
Are you close to a wee boy somewhere?
yeah,
Because it's a wee boy. And I want to say this wee boy is quite a deep wee boy.
yeah, I would say so, yeah.
It's very deep. He's very kind of quiet. He's got these big saucer eyes. He's got big eyes. You
Yeah.
understand? And he's got a great wee smile. He's lovely. And I feel he cheers you up. Do you know what I mean?
He
So
does.
he's the one that comes in and you just automatically smile. You know, whether you were up or down, it wouldn't matter. But I think that, as I say, lifts your spirits. Better money, but I do feel that I want to kind of, I feel the man's coming in to elevate you and just to say, you know what, there's better days ahead, pet, and don't worry about it. Is there a Catholic connection?
The would be, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And do you know where there would have been 3 passings? That do you understand?
Yeah.
Because he's telling me there was 3. It feels like kind of, you understand?
Yeah, I do very, yeah.
Okay. So good things ahead. Stay smiling. Keep the spirits up, and all will be okay, Pet. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome, darling.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Right, take care, Stephanie.
You too. Both of you take care and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oops, I just got her off too quick. Sorry. She was nice. There's loads of people in the group kind of commenting, which is nice. We Shard Bears love watching Joan work. She doesn't like Ricky. I'm kidding. Somebody else said you were spot on. Where is it? It was Chloe's mum who said you were spot on about Chloe. Deke as well. That was Heather's husband. She's saying spot on. Lorraine Robertson, spot on. Chloe, thank you so much. That's nice, right? All the people that are coming in now, Joan, I've not got a clue who they are, so it could be anybody.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
Who we got?
Let's see who we've got. We've got Catherine coming up next. Hi, Catherine.
Hiya. Hi, Joan.
Hello, Hen.
How are you?
I'm good, darling. How are you?
I'm fine. Doing well. Keeping quiet.
So, Catherine, have you had a reading before?
Yes, I have.
And is it for something particular?
Anything at all.
Okay.
Anything for spirit. Anything.
Okay. So you've got the Empress reversed. You have got, what do we say? The Hanged Man reversed. You've got, Justice reversed. That's something annoying.
Aye.
The 8 of Pentacles. So, Catherine, you've got 3 major cards here.
Right.
One of them, now, have you been thinking about moving? That's the first thing I want to say. You've not been thinking about it. Or do you think you can think about it now? No, I'm only joking. There's something about moving, or somebody has been thinking about moving, okay? Because the Empress is the thought of it, and because it's reversed, it's only the thought of it, but there's certainly something around a shift or a move, okay?
Right.
Okay.
Is it maybe a spiritual mood?
Well, I don't want to kind of condition what's coming forward, so let
Right.
me carry on here. You've got
Right.
justice reversed as well. Now, see, over the last 3 years, Catherine, do you feel as if you've been struggling? Is there somebody not? Can you hear me?
I
she's
can hear
she's
you. I
listening.
don't
Oh, yeah.
know.
Okay,
The
well,
mic keeps
going.
muting.
I'm
Can you
see
hear me?
because I see when Joan's talking, I've been muting you because there's a lot of noise. So whenever
Right.
you talk, I'll unmute you. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So, over the last 3 years, have you felt as if that it's been a struggle?
Yes.
Because I feel as if you've been trying to get there, but it's not been happening. You understand?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a barrier or, restrictions of whatever kind. So that's coming in pretty strong. Now, the Hanged Man reverse tells me that basically it's about trying to see situations and things in a different light, in a different perspective. Okay?
Right.
And when I see the eagle,
Right.
so does it?
Yeah.
Wrong way. So when I
Yes.
do that, it makes me think about spirit. Now, I don't know if you sense, feel, hear spirit, but I feel almost as if it's kind of like sometimes having a blockage or a barrier. Do you understand?
Yes, that's right.
And I'm talking to you and I'm kind of swollen because it's as if my throat chakra is not, oh God, what do I want to say here? I feel as if you need to be a wee bit more open and,
Right.
expansive about how and what you want to do with the likes of the spiritual thing. But sometimes it's almost like, I don't know if you feel guarded or you're underconfident, but it's not coming out.
Right.
Okay.
I
Now,
understand that.
that's good. Now, there's a lady that comes in from spirit, and she,
Right.
I feel as if she's kind of, how can I say, she's as tough as our boots. That's what I want to
Yes.
say. You know,
Aye.
she doesn't pull any punches. You get it right between the eyes, whether you like it, you don't
Yes.
like it.
Brilliant.
And I'm no swearing, but she would be like that, listen you to me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
they told in no uncertain terms, just get on with it, and just pull up your big boy trousers and get on.
Well,
And
that's what I've been doing.
good. And she's like, I don't know, see if you were in a difficult situation, she's definitely a warrior you'd want on your side, that's for sure.
Definitely.
She had no problem talking hen, that's for sure. She didn't have a problem, but she's saying, listen, she keeps saying listen, so you've got to listen. I don't know if spirit are trying to speak to you, or you've kind of heard, that round about your ear, that.
I'm actually deaf.
Doesn't matter.
No, I thought maybe with the hearing aid, but I actually hear spirit, work with spirit.
Talking about they're definitely through the ear. So it's clairaudience and spirit speaking. If they're anything like her, you'll not be in any doubt what they want to tell you, that's for sure. But she's very strong with you. Do you know Anne or Annie?
I know an Anne. I know an Annie.
Right, that's fine, that's okay, hold that. And can I say, oh God, missus, make your mind up. I don't know if it's Mags or Maggie, but anyway, I'm giving you what I'm being told. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. And can you take a child to spirit as well, darling?
Yes.
Yeah. And she's saying not to worry. The child's been looked after. Everything's okay. It's fine.
Right.
How much can I say on here, Ricky?
As much as you want, as much as Catherine wants to hear. Yeah.
Catherine, is it okay to say whatever?
Yes, say whatever you want, Joan.
Okay. Do you know where somebody's life was taken, Hen?
Aye.
Because I want to just say it was I actually feel quite emotional around about that. So it was very emotional. It's tragic. It was senseless. It's just totally or wrong. And the justice card is coming out and say there's been no justice. It doesn't feel as if there's been justice. You understand?
Right. Aye.
But they're at peace. They're very settled. I feel, oh my God, my head felt all funny there actually. Something round about their head. Something round about the head area. Do you understand?
Right. Aye.
You understand? I'm not going to go into it, but oh my,
Aye.
I felt as if I was blacking out, but on my head it didn't feel.
Aye.
And I went down like that, and it was instant. You understand?
Right.
So
Yes.
it's fine. They're there. They're fine, looking over you, looking after you. Somebody burns a candle for this person all the time.
Yes.
You understand as well.
Aye.
It's like I feel as if I'm hearing that song "Candle in the Wind." Do you know?
Right.
And again,
Aye.
and that's the song, and very sentimental.
Right.
There's still a lot of unanswered questions around about that, but they're fine and they're settled, and just keep doing pet, and just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, darling?
Right.
Okay.
Thanks very much for that, Joan. Thank you.
Right, thanks for coming on, Catherine.
Right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, hen.
Whew. I felt a wee bit dodgy there as well at the end. Oof.
Honestly.
You went all red. That was nuts.
Oh, that was. I could have been on, but I think that was just enough to give her confirmation. Oh.
I know. I'm kind of speechless now.
Right.
I could actually feel, honestly, I could feel myself getting pure intense there for some reason. Maybe I've got powers.
Like you could do one with it.
Aye, who wants a reading? I'll give them a reading.
Why go you? Have a go.
Don't be silly. You know, I'm actually getting used to some of the cards that you're holding up, by the way.
I'll pick a card for the next person you try and see what you get.
Maybe next week.
Procrastination.
Right, let's see.
Oh my God.
Some nice comments coming up. Well, Joan, that was absolutely amazing. Can't thank you enough for that. Love you. Love to you all. That's nice. That was so beautiful. I think she will love that message.
Oh,
that's nice, eh?
That's lovely.
Put a big smile on my face.
Oh, that's nice, Catherine.
Next up, this must be a nickname because they're called Weasel.
Okay. So that brings up all sorts of connotations.
That's it. So, Weasel, that can't be your real name.
No, it's not. It's my nickname. Yeah, I'm not bad, thanks. Yeah, thanks for doing this. It's amazing.
Where are you from?
UK, England.
Yeah, I mean, whereabouts in England?
Near Cambridge.
Oh, cool.
Where is she?
Cambridge.
Near Cambridge.
Oh, lovely.
Near Cambridge.
I've lived in Scotland. I've actually lived in Scotland in Dundee.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, about 10 years ago. I lived up there.
We'll not hold that against you.
Going through a maze there was hot. I was like, get yourself sat down somewhere. So have you what was your first name, hen?
It's Stacey.
Stacey. I'll probably end up talking like that because see when I meet somebody at English, I start going, oh right, Stacey. So if I do that, I'm taking the mic.
That's all right. Yeah, that's all good.
Listen, so have you had a reading, Stacey?
I have, and I actually do. I do spirit app sessions, and I do a bit of mediumship myself. I've been teaching myself.
So
yeah, so I'd just like to know what perspective you have on what's going on. If you can see, if you can see what's going on around me.
Oh, I thought you meant the current situation in the world, but what do you mean? Do you mean round about your life?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, Stacey, could you sit down somewhere because you're moving all
yeah,
around?
I'm just trying to. I was just shutting the door.
That's all right.
I've got the best connection here, so I've staying here.
Now wait, I'll take some cards, Pet. Oh, right, okay. So wait till we see. So you have the Four of Pentacles reversed,
Mm-hmm.
Seven of Pentacles, oh, Queen of Pentacles, and the Temperance card. So I need to take this card off, I'm roasting. So the Pentacles are all about security, stability, structure in your life and things like that. And the first thing, when I look at it initially, I think, I don't know if the structure of your life has been a bit all over the place. Do you understand?
Yeah, you're spot on.
And it feels
you're absolutely.
I kind of feel a bit like I feel a bit like a nomad. Where am I going? What am I doing? Where am I meant to be? Almost even life purpose as well. So I think there's a lot of deep and meaningful questions that you've got and you've had, and you've come to a point. It's almost like a crossroads. Where from here? Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So your Seven and the Queen of Pentacles tells me that you're very good and adept at making. So if you needed money, you could do that. You know, you could create money because you're good at the power of what am I talking about here? The power of the law of attraction. Put it out, you get it back. You understand?
Yeah. I totally base my life on that. Yeah.
And using the skills, because I kept seeing The Secret, you know, the book, The Secret. So I kept seeing that, the law of attraction, The Secret. And I also felt that you've got skills at your fingertips that you can do that can create finances when you need them. But I feel, especially over the last 4 years, or go back 4 years, your life has been very topsy-turvy. I don't feel anchored, I don't feel grounded enough. And so that's why we're Temperance card coming in. The Temperance card is very much, as you'll know, is about finding a balance, but a spiritual balance. Okay. Now, if I talk to you about things like, so if we're doing work with spirit, we also have to be in the right place. You know, it's like your mindset is in the right place, and you've got to be in the right space. So of late, again, I don't know, because your cards have been topsy-turvy, and I feel you're trying to get back to that grounded, anchored place that, you know, that you want to be in, but it's not been possible. Was there a difficult relationship as well, Stacey, round about you?
Well, it was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, but that's left a mark. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that did leave a bit of a thingy.
Yeah. Well, I feel that although it's kind of almost like it's still there. So maybe there's a wee bit of work that you can do spiritually to just cut ties with that, because in some ways it's almost like holding you back, if you like. You understand? I don't know if you've had, and don't take this the wrong way, please, because I mean it in the best possible way, but is there any kind of gypsy connection? Because I do feel as if there's something family orientated where somebody has done like spiritual stuff in the past, but almost of that ilk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think my mum, I actually got into the spiritual stuff because my mum was a carer, and she used to hear the people that passed away that she looked after. She could hear them. They said hello and stuff in her ear. So I got that gift from my mum, and my mum said she could feel the goosebumps all down her side, and that's how I perceive them now.
Yeah. Is there some kind of so going back before that, is there a kind of gypsy connection?
We didn't know who my mum's real granddad was, and she suspected that he was an Irish traveller. And it's always because her name is Bridget, and it was named after him, but we wasn't 100% sure if it was his real dad.
Yeah,
but that's the only connection I can think of.
Yeah, because I'm feeling that connection. And, you know, of course, the true gypsy, Romany gypsy travellers, they were very, very intuitive, and they did all the tea leaves and the crystal ball and all of that. So what I'm trying to say, I think, is it goes back quite far in the family and has just come through the family.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, it does make sense to me.
Yeah.
It would have, because it's come from my mum's side. It's definitely from my mum's side.
Yeah. But going forward, I think just anchoring and grounding and getting that kind of sense of where that you are going to be guided to go, because we are always guided, obviously. But I think when you're anchored and grounded, that's easier to come through than when things are a bit of a guddle, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So I hope that all makes sense, Stacey.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, thanks for that.
Thank you. Thanks, Hen.
Aye, thanks for coming on, Stacey.
Thank you.
That's okay. Yeah, nice to meet you.
And you as well. Take care.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
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 Aye, that was quite nice as well. So it looks like she does this kind of thing as well. Or she's training. Is that what she said? She was training to do this?
I think she does a wee bit mediumship and things. That's what she was saying there. Aye.
Excellent.
We're an hour in, Ricky.
I know we're an hour in, so do you want to just look at some of the comments?
Aye, you read them out.
Right, let's see. There's a well, sorry, I'm just there's Sharbear saying, go on, Ricky, read me.
Go on. Ricky, if I show you a card, why don't you try?
Right, let's see. Whoa, aye.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's it, 5 of Cups.
Yeah.
Right, wait a minute. I need to look closer at it. Right, go back a wee bit so I can see the picture. It looks like she's trying to tell somebody to move forward or something. Like she's holding something in her hand and pointing like to the stars, kind of thing. But there seems to be a lot of kind of empty wine glasses, so it looks like there's been a bit of a party. So
she's chucking somebody at the house.
I don't know. What does that mean then?
So the 5 of Cups and the card itself is about kind of regret, resentment, looking back and not actually seeing the good things that they've got. So it's like cup half empty rather than half full. That's what the card itself means. But she needs to tell you if you were right. Were you hunting somebody at the house, Shabir? It was a bad party and somebody got the heat.
Oh, sorry, was that Sharbear's card? Oh, right. Sorry. I thought it was just to tell you what I thought that card meant.
No, she's laughing.
Aye, I think Sharbear's had a mad party and then kicked somebody out and see, yep.
Yeah, oh, that's funny. If she says nearly yes.
See, I'm good at this.
Next week. Margaret Bona. Hi, Margaret. She says no. What did she say? Oh, she says, well done, Joan.
I know. She I think some of them have been trying to get on, but they're saying they couldn't go on. But I think because there's a queue, it only lets in so many people at the one time. So unfortunately, because some people are saying no, they want a reading, like no, they were wanting to know about their job futures, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, but they didn't want to come on live or anything, you know. So
well, I was going to say I only work with deed folk up there, the spirit one. Get your face on here. I'm just trying to see some of the comments there.
Anne, love the readings.
Oh,
so it's really nice. But so it's quite good this week. That was quite. We weren't sure how it was going to go, bringing people in live, but
no, that worked really well, and I think it's nice for other people to be able to see and get right from them. You know exactly what, if it was right, if it wasn't right, you know, and all of that stuff. So I think that was really good from a visual perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, Shona Morrison, hello.
I have to admit, see when you were doing that one way, was it Catherine, and you were saying there's things going on in your head, I actually did feel a wee bit kind of, I don't know, a bit strange. It was a kind of horrible feeling, but I don't know if it's just because I was watching you.
My head just went all funny. I was like, oof. But I think that was to do with the situation and how that happened, basically. Charmaine Gray, hello, Hen. But no, that was, they were all good.
There's times when you seen that, I actually seen how it affected you there. Is there times where it gets really bad and you don't want to talk about it to the person?
Well, if somebody comes for the likes of a spiritual reading, they're coming to hear. So you've got to be able to prove that you know how they passed and what they were like. For me, it can be, Oh, it can be quite intense because the whole feeling comes over you. And what I hate is a drowning because I'm quite claustrophobic, and
Right.
that panics me. So I really just got to tell Spirit to take it away kind of quickly. But I remember once I was doing a show down in Kilmarnock, and it was in the theatre down there. And I was on stage, and so I was given this message, and it was about this man. And I said, oh my God. And all of a sudden, my foot felt as if it was crushed. And I was literally kind of dragging my foot along as I was trying to walk. So I was telling this woman, I went, oh my God, I feel as if this man, his foot was crushed, but his boot was still on. And she said, that is exactly what happened. I was like getting your foot caught in one of them, you know, them bloody trap things that you see.
Oh, like the big bear trap things.
And I was like,
Those ones.
you know, trying to give the message and try to think, oh, Jesus Christ, I need to take that away from me. So it can be. But I suppose with my work, I'm used to that. I mean, 39 years on, I'm used to it. But some of them are really overpowering and very, very emotional, and that's difficult.
No, do you know what I've got a thing about? See, I mind I watched something years ago on telly. It was like a drama series, and this guy, you actually seen him choking on a suite, and he choked to death. And see, ever since I've seen that, I always have a fear about choking because it was the way they filmed it. And all that was pretty horrific, but it was really good as well at the same time. But I always think of that as it was such a horrible way to like pass away, you know. And I'm always paranoid. See if I choke, I'm like, I always just think of that scene in that program, you know. So,
like that, I don't like a drowning, or there's other things that come in that would affect where the throat is, and it just is not nice at all. And I also remember a girl coming once, and I'm telling you this because you don't know the people, but this person had passed, and I was all of a sudden I was frozen. It was like ice. And I went, oh my God, I'm absolutely frozen. I actually feel as if I want to put a coat on. And the guy died outside in the winter.
aye.
You know, so you get all this kind of what I would call the symptoms of what happened before they pass, because you've got to let them know that this is the way it is, because then that they know you're not sitting there making it up for the sake of it. You know, it's a proven exercise.
So there's Debbie Wishart saying she would love a full reading of yourself. So you can actually go to your website, can't you, and find out your details, which I'll put up on the screen just now, because just now you're able to do like WhatsApp readings and things like that, aren't you?
If you want to, Debbie, if you want to message me on Facebook, and I'll organise that. I don't know if you're on Facebook or not, Hen. But I'll organise that for you. So if anybody's looking for private readings, just message me. I feel like that so cold hot water bottle. Oh, she is on Facebook. Well, I think she is, because there's a wee.
She must be the wee Facebook thing. There's Shardbear asking now. I actually asked a similar question this other week. Do the spirits bother you when you're not doing readings, or do you have a coping mechanism to stop them?
Well, I don't go about Tesco's going, oh my God, that man's dug seed. No, I'm either on duty or I'm off duty. There's no of that in between malarkey. Because it's kind of like if you were in any job, you would have your open hours and closed hours. So, but I think, you know, people do say, oh my God, and, you know, are they there all the time? And you couldn't go on with your life if they were there all the time. It would be very draining as well. It takes a lot to kind of earth yourself again. Do you know what I mean? So, aye.
It's funny because I think I said that the very first week when I was like total question time, so it was, and I was firing loads of questions at you just to find out. And I think I said to you, have you ever been bored with somebody you didn't used to like and they've come back to haunt you? But you didn't actually have it, but you knew somebody did have that.
And they go, oh, that's my uncle didn't like him. And I go, well, you know, a lady came once, and she got 2 people, and that was fine. And it was apt information, and she went, that wasn't who I was looking for. I said, listen, Hen, it's not the body phone call or the deed.
So yellow pages.
And you know, it just doesn't work like that. I'm with yourself, can't thank you enough for your welcome, Debbie. So no, I don't have a direct contact, and quite often, you know, somebody that maybe you didn't want or hadn't had in your mind when you come in for a reading comes through, but you've got to remember then that sometimes they move aside and then you'll get, so it's a kind of be patient and just let spirit build up and give you what you need.
Good. So what have you got planned for this week then? Yeah. Busy?
I've got a couple of classes on and readings and see what else I can create.
I know. I was saying to you earlier on, it's like I'm now at the stage that I can't even be bothered watching TV. My attention span is like, I think I last like 10 minutes and then I get bored and I need to go and do something.
I was making a box yesterday with the Marauders. I sprayed it all, put the Marauders map in it, put all these wee charm things on. I thought, how fed up am I? Come on.
No, but it's good that a lot of people are going out and doing like kind of creative things and things that they wouldn't even do in the past, you know. So you just need to keep going, because I think even though we all knew that it was going to be another 3-week lockdown, I think I said to you when I heard the news the other day, I was like, oh God, you know. But we just need to go on with it, don't we?
Well, I don't suppose there's anything we can do in the meantime. I don't know so much. I don't know if we're going to do a full 3 weeks. I don't know. I think we're going to start to see things shifting a wee bit, because, you know, there's this mindset that I think the government must be kind of going, we better watch because they're all getting fed up, they'll not listen to us anyway. You know, going, oh, bugger it, you know, why don't I? And I know you've got to be cautious and careful and all the rest of it, but I've got my own thoughts and all of this.
Well, they're starting to already kind of do that in America, aren't they? There's like protests and things like that already, so it's starting. There's Sharbear. She's saying she would love a face-to-face when this is all over. That's no problem. I can meet you anytime, Sharbear.
You know much of Sharbear, but
well, having a party in the kitchen, says Debbie, and it's a Sunday. But I suppose every day's a Friday and Saturday night, I think so.
I know.
There's Margaret Bonner. Margaret saying she's doing candle making.
Oh, good for you, Margaret. That's brilliant. Don't forget the essential oil in it. You got a tan looking a bit red, and
I know it's this camera.
I think it's the brick wall behind that's radiating red out.
I know I forgot to change my background this today, but and it was actually really sunny here the day, but it was like freezing cold wind. It was
the day as well, excuse me, but very cold as well. What was I going to say? It's trying to find something to occupy your mind, and because you got up going, what'll I do the day? Oh my God. So
do you know what I done? Do you know what I done this morning? I woke up. I woke up this morning. It must have been about like 7 minutes to 9. And like every day, like just to keep in touch with work, we've been doing a Zoom call every morning at 9 o'clock, just to keep in touch. You know, we're not half the time we're not even talking about work. We're just making sure we're still alive and things like that. You know. And I sent everybody the Zoom code this morning at 7 minutes to 9, saying, "See you at 9 o'clock." And then as soon as I done it, I realised the day's Sunday.
Oh, God's sake, I bet you're like, gee, thanks.
So, I know, so I probably woke up half of them after a night out last night. But anyway, I think we'll call it a night, because that's been there like an hour and 10 minutes. So
great.
I don't want to totally drain you. Enjoy that tonight.
That was good.
Every week's different, isn't it? It's
been very good. Every week has been good. I think the thing about tarot is people like, you know, and getting that a wee reading, because it's lifting their spirits too. So that's helping to kind of give them something for the foreseeable, basically. I know it's hard to talk about work and things like that now, because we're all kind of in the same boat. But it's kind of like there's life after this, so you've got to kind of project ahead.
I know, and I think it's funny because what you're saying there, I think, see, once we come out of this, I think it's going to be a much better place as well. You know, I think businesses will be booming, you know, pubs and restaurants and cafes will be all busy because we've all been stuck in for so long, you know. It's going to be hot. I know. I was saying to you, because I heard KFC opened up somewhere in Clydebank, and it'll just a drive-through thing, so I'm just can't wait for it to open up in Cumbernauld. No, there was meant to be like miles and miles of queues to get in. So
my God. I know that. I just went. What day I went to open? I went Braehead to open so I can go to the bookshop.
Are you missing your books?
Oh, books, and I bought, and my granddaughter gave me money at Christmas, and I bought a new set of tarot cards. Know how I need them, like a hole in my head. If you've seen them in the book I've got, but they're fantastic. But I could buy them at a band playing.
Are you one of these people that likes the actual physical book instead of like a Kindle or something?
Aye. I still think people like that tactile, touchy-feely type of thing.
I know, I'm the same. Well, I don't actually read books, but I don't see the point in reading books. So see that amount of time it takes you to read a book where you could go and watch a film on Netflix in about an hour and a half.
But the film's never the same as the book, sure.
Do you know what? I'm being serious. The last book I read, I was 23. and that was only, no, in fact, no, I was maybe 22. And it was only because I was going on a long flight. That was the only reason I read a book. I just did not see the point in it. But that's just me. I'm quite special.
I love books only to do with my work. So books and tarot packs is my thing.
That's it. And you've got your own tarot cards as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm plugging your cards here.
Yeah. Cards, I've got books, you name it.
But yeah, you actually got somebody to design your cards as well, didn't you? Was that a student or something you got?
Student at the James Watt College. She was a French girl and she did a really good job of them. Oh, sure, you've seen them, haven't you?
I've seen them, aye. So you can buy them on your website as well, can't you?
You can, but you can buy them on Amazon or you can message me and I'll send them out to you. Lovely to see you. And thanks, Margaret. Nice to see you too, Hen. Keep the candle making up.
I know. Right, we better call it a night. What time are we at? Hi. But no, it's been great seeing you again, Joan, tonight, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. So are we doing it again next week, Joan? What do you think? Aye, you up for it? If
you can be bothered.
Oh, I love it, aye. Every week I'm getting more convinced. So and I'll give we Sharpie a reading next week.
If I get the coronavirus, Ricky's taking over.
That's it. I'll just need to get a blonde wig. All right, I'll see you later. Okay, take care.
Folks, bye-bye.